This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone here again, man. Shout out to all the viewers, subscribers, and the followers. Big up on yourself. All right, my viewers and subscribers. So we have a couple of things that we're going to talk about in this video. All right, so we're not even going to spend too much time and talk about West Indies, because the fact of the matter is that we would have played that first test and we lost easily. We are going to be playing the second test, and the second test will start on Monday. So hopefully we'll have a better feeling after the end of that one. So we're going to be zooming in on a couple of things that I am seeing here. We see where the IPL teams, they have started to retain a couple of their players already. And, based on what I am seeing on social media, Andre Russell and Sunil Narain, they are two of the first, they are two players that the KKR, they have decided to retain pretty early. Yeah, man. So those two guys, they are up and running, and their spot is safe according to reports. Now we are wishing them all the best. We're hoping that they will have a good season. You understand, Sunil Narain wasn't able to play for us in the World Cup because he was not fit. So, hopefully he will be fit enough to compete in the IPL, and he will be fit enough to represent well. At the end of the day, he's still our player. So whenever he plays, we want him to do well. Andre Russell, he's the next one. Did not have a good World Cup, but he some way somehow usually come up with a way to not even to say to create miracles for his franchise team, but he's always turning up for them. So we wish him the best also. And our white ball captain Pollard, according to report, is among a couple of players that have been retained pretty early by the Mumbai Indians. According to what I'm seeing here, Rohit Sharma, Kieron Pollard and Bumrah, those guys have been retained pretty early. So it is still left to be seen whether or not the other West Indies players will be retained, or or if they will be picked up by other teams. I saw Rajasthan Royals. I didn't see Evan Lewis's name. The only person that I see there, where reports are circulating that he has been retained is Sanju Samson. So we still have a couple more players out there. The likes of Pooran Hetmeyer, Jason Holder, and Fabian Allen, Christopher Henry Gale. All of these guys, we are hoping that they will be retained, or even if they are not retained, they will get another contract. Because at the end of the day, when they come together and playing for West Indies, they might not be producing the way in which we want them to produce, but they are still Caribbean people. So when they are playing their cricket, we definitely want them to do well at it. We see another West Indian. He's out of favor at the moment for the T20 team. But based on what I am seeing here, he's kicking up a storm over there in the T10 league. And it's not that I don't like the league or I don't respect the league, but because of all of the cricket, the test match and thing, it was a bit difficult to really talk about all of them and fit them in videos, even though I was actually following. I am actually following the scores. Now, Powell, based on what I'm seeing here in the last game, he smashed another half century, getting 56 of 22 balls. I think this might be his second or his third half century so far. So, he's definitely doing pretty well over there for himself. That is the only way to really get back the eyes of West Indies selectors. I mean, it is T10. So if you really want to get the eyes of his selectors, you have to try and perform in T20 cricket also. And he played in the CPL the other day. Didn't really set it alight. So, you just need to continue. Who to tell, performing in the T10 league, another franchise, another league might turn up for him and he get a chance to play. You understand? Another player that I want to talk about is Carlos Brathwaite. Right, a couple days ago a story broke, but because we were looking at the test match, I didn't bother to look at it. But I have it here in my records where Carlos Brathwaite was saying that he's ready to return to West Indies cricket once he's given the opportunity. So he's saying once the opportunity presents itself, he's definitely up and ready to represent the team again. And it's going to be difficult to really get back in the team. Well, let me not say difficult, because we have a couple of all-rounders, but it's not like they are doing anything exceptionally good. So if he continues to perform, I think he plays in the 100 over there in England. Didn't do too well in the CPL. So he just need to make sure that whatever leagues he play in, he's able to get his stacks up, so that when the selectors are looking around, they can probably draw for him. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know if we're gonna look back in his direction with people like Odin Smith and Romario Shepherd and those guys coming up. I don't know if we have moved past him, or they are still gonna pick him based on merit if he scores runs in the leagues that he's playing, because at the end of the day, that is what it is. So yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, so that is it as it pertains to Carlos Brathwaite. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is now West Indies related, but it's pretty interesting. I was looking at a story and I saw where the former Australian captain Michael Clark, he was talking about the position, and he was saying that Steve Smith needs to be careful about how, as to how he goes. When Pat Cummins is captain in the team, he's letting Steve Smith know that there can only be one captain out there on the field. You understand? So Steve Smith will definitely need to guide Pat Cummins and help him here or there. But I guess Michael Clark is just letting Steve Smith that he need to make sure that his whole spirit and his love for the game don't allow him to get ahead of himself and take over on the field as captain. But having said that, you still have to be realistic. It's not that a man going to take over and show up a next man. But if you're on the field and you have the experience and you see certain things not going the right way, you're definitely going to go ahead and well, you should suggest it to the captain. You should be tweaking the field and moving around people. Steve Smith have that style, Steve Smith loves stand up in the slip position and move around fielders with his hand, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with assisting, but I understand what Michael Clark is saying. You don't want to undermine the captain. You understand? Just as how when the captaincy position was shifted from Jason Holder to Craig Brathwaite, a couple of persons were saying that Jason Holder need to give him some assistance, but he must not try and overshadow the captain. So it's pretty interesting, my viewers and subscribers, because as you would have heard by now, Tim Payne, he has stepped aside from cricket for right now. I'm not sure if him stepping aside is going to help his career any at all, because I doubt it's going to be difficult to get back into an Australia team not making runs. You're not the captain and just keeping wicket. They usually find good wicket keepers that can make runs. So it's still interesting, my viewers and subscribers. Yeah, man. And the last thing that we want to talk about in this video is the game that is playing between New Zealand and India. I'm not sure how many persons are following it, but we had a guy making a century on debut. We had Tim Southee taking 4 wickets in the first session and then coming off with a groin strain. So that game is going on there. A little later on, I'm going to zoom in on the scores and make sure that I can probably give you guys a total update of what is going on. But we're going to leave it right here for now, my viewers and subscribers. Just had to take a break from the whole West Indies thing. So I will definitely check in back with you guys around about 1 o'clock. All right? Big up on yourself. I'm out.